Yo, what is up everybody? It's your boy Ryan Mahalik or Superstyle Gaming here, and I'm coming at you with a best of 5 series versus Adogs. So he commented on one of my videos the other day that he'd destroy me in a best of 5 or whatever. I'll link the comment right here, and yeah, so we kind of had to prove ourselves, I guess. He's been talking some trash, all of that type of stuff, so pretty much just the normal stuff. I think he's part of Tilted's gang, so yeah, just another one of those guys. So starting map is offside, like always. I'm going Dartling Glue, he's going DFA, so pretty standard stuff, anti-stalled around. It looks like he's gonna go mixed eco DFA, so that's pretty interesting. Not really try to get a bank or a BIA, that type of stuff. Send him some send him some pinks here. We're gonna try to force that second trip dart with a bunch of packed blues. If we can do that, that would be amazing. If not, then it's all good, but we're just gonna keep sending all the way into round 6 probably. So we're gonna continue sending even into his double trip darts. I'm not sure if this was the play. We boost some greens over it. That forces an O2. I'm not going to be able to force a Spolt like I wanted to, but it's okay. He sends us some stuff. And yeah, here, I'll be right back. I'm going to free up some memory. Alright, we are back. He's sending me a lot of greens here, so we're going to go for a second powerful darts, and that should be able to handle. And yeah, pretty standard stuff. He's going a pretty hefty eco. Round 8, we send him some yellows that force that Spolt, and then we're going to chill on and get our plantation up here. As you can see, we got 5 spectators, so that's pretty swag. We send him some yellows round 9. We don't send enough though to force a second Spolt like I wanted to. So that's a bit unfortunate. Then round 10, force that Juggernaut. He forces my Glue Gunner. And we farm on. I don't want to be too aggro here because I do need some farms at least so I could defend an all out. So that's kind of why I don't send whites at the moment. He sends us some whites. Forces the glue splatter, but we're chilling now. We send him some whites, force the second Spolt. We send him a Zebra Rush and we force a third Spolt, so I'm happy about that. We barely sent anything there. We farm on. He boosts us a rush, we just end up boosting against it. His decal he has on the balloons is kind of annoying because I can't really tell if the balloons are camo or not. So I'm not sure if I had to boost there, but I thought there were some camos in there, so I just opted to boost. Round 15, we send him a hefty rush, 1 set of rainbows in there. We'll see if he can handle. And it looks like he does actually with his current defense, so that was solid. He boosts us a rush, we rush him as well. Pretty much the same rush, but with round 16 AI, this should be a lot more deadly. And we both end up boosting against both of our rushes, it looks like. We do another rush, pretty big rush here. We end up forcing his farm cell and he goes for an ODS. We go for a mixed eco rush with round 18 AI. That actually doesn't force anything somehow, so pretty unlucky there. We start spamming some dartlings because he mixed some stuff with the AI as well. He boosts some stuff with round 19 AI. We're able to defend this with just a dartling spam, so that's good that we didn't have to boost or anything against that. And yeah, this is a pretty low farm game. Both of us probably have similar eco, I would guess. He might have a little bit more, but yeah. We mix in some stuff with round 20 AI. He ends up having to boost against that, so that's good for us. I think that's his first boost. We balloon boost a mob his way. That forces a fan club. And then we send him another mob. This forces a boost. And here's where I went wrong. I should have just sent him a double BFB right here, because he's out of a boost and he can't afford a ground zero. Or a triple BFB, and then just try to defend a counter. But I end up playing this pretty passive and just sending him a mixed eco rush with round 22 AI and kind of letting him farm on, because he has a huge late game advantage with his loadout. I think the reason I didn't do that was because I was scared of a counter, but I think I would have had enough money to defend a counter if I just sent a double or triple BFB at that point. So I end up sending a triple BFB right now, which is too late. As you can see, he is able to afford that ground zero after selling his farm. So I should have sent it at exactly at round 22. At this point, I pretty much have to send more and hope that he doesn't have money again, because I've drained myself with the first double BFB. And it's the same deal as before. He is able to afford that ground zero. So the game is basically over at this point. I misplayed that a lot, obviously. He played that very well. I should have probably sent round 22 double BFB. I'm not exactly sure if that was the right move, round 22 BFB, if he could defend a ground zero, but yeah, so that is game 1. I actually end up DCing here soon, but he won that game anyways, so it doesn't really matter. But I'll catch you guys in game 2. Alright, so game 2 is on Inlets, of course, my losing map. Gotta pull out some boat mortar against this guy. And yeah, we're gonna see what he runs. Both go for our passive farm start, so I'm expecting boat mortar off of that. And then we're gonna send him to 265, and he pulls out the engineer. Interesting play going passive start with the engineer. Maybe he's trying to go BIA, so we're gonna try to not allow him to BIA. But he is playing pretty aggro with eco here, so that's very interesting, going a passive start into an aggro eco. I feel like you've got to go one way or the other. We send him a few pinks, we force a second engineer, and then we're just going to go for our greed for our farm here, and then get our faster shooting after that. And we don't end up leaking too badly, so that's definitely solid. Let me know in the comments below if watching like, I record these live now and I just post time over them, if watching this is better than Battles TV, because Battles TV can be pretty glitchy. But we end up boosting him some greens and blacks there. We force another 9-incher in game, of course, and he sends me some blacks. We end up just greeding for our farm here, pretty greedy play. Then he follows it up with some greens. Definitely a smart rush. I don't have money for a mortar yet. And then we get our mortar up, and we're gonna leak a good amount here. We put our boat on strong now and get up another 0-0 just so we don't leak too badly. And then we send them a good amount of yellows. That forces another 9-incher, and we just farm on. So he's going for a balloon trap on one plantation. That's not good at all. So I'm happy with how this game's going so far, for sure. And our farms are pretty solid. We're saving up for a Republic at this point, but if he rushes us, we can just get a Destroyer up, so I'm getting ready for either of those. He ends up rushing us, so we get up our Destroyer, and then we're just gonna get a Republic after that. And save up for a BIA soon. We go for the classic round 14 rush. He ends up boosting with a double shot and gets a 9-inch nail, and that somehow defends. Normally that doesn't, but I guess I just had bad balloon trap luck that time. And we get our round 15 BIA, so definitely very solid. He tries to punish me here. We get up some grape shots, and then the ceramics were definitely smart, and that forces a boost. However, I think that we could defend any follow-up he has without a boost by just cashing out our BIA, so I think we're solid here. He does do a follow-up, we just get up another mortar, a destroyer, and we're solid. We send him some camo leads, force that flash bombador. As you can see, his farms are not good, so we just gotta continue draining him. Even though we have a BIA, we can still continue to drain him. So that's kind of our plan here. Going into round 20, we send him a BFB. He ends up perma-saboing it, so that's smart. We sell our farm, and then I honestly shouldn't have sent a BFB there because selling that farm just gave him, told him that I'm sending another BFB. So he ends up perma-saboing that one as well. It would have been smart to sell my farm and then not send him one, so he just wasted a sabo, but it is what it is. Definitely a good play on his part. We have 10 spectators right now, that's pretty wild. He defends these BFBs with ease, but again, his farms are not good. And he's not balloon trapping the balloons in the BFBs, so he's not even getting income from it, so that's good as well. We get our facility up. He gets his fac up as well. And now we're just going to save up for ZOMG, and that will pretty much drain him. We get up a 0-0 farm just to make it look like we're farming on, so then he doesn't try perma-saboing a ZOMG, but we're still going to send him one. And as you see it, we send him right now. And he doesn't perma-sabo it, so that's really good. He sabos it then, and ends up countering, so this should be a pretty easy defend on our part. We almost actually go down to AI camo pinks there, so that was really close. But yeah, we start spamming some destroyers to pop that ZOMG layer. And then we start boat pulling these. My destroyers are actually in the way of my boat pulls there, so that's kind of unlucky. So bit of a miss micro there, but then I just sell stuff, make some room. Boat pull these, pretty easy defend. Mortar stall, place some more destroyers at the bottom. We don't even need to use our last boost to defend this. Gonna boat pull those BFBs again. And yeah, that is GG's. So current score is 1-1. I'll catch you guys in his losing map. Alright, it looks like his losing map was interchange, so we're running Cobra here. I'm expecting DFA. I've been practicing Cobra a good bit, so I'm pretty comfortable going Cobra on interchange now. And we just go for a classic Cobra start. I haven't perfected this start yet, and he ends up getting a banana here because the round ends a little bit later than I wanted to, but I keep trying to work on my Cobra start to make it so then the farm can't get a banana, but haven't perfected it yet. He's sending me some reds here, so we're gonna get up our Mortador at 60 seconds game time, and then just kind of defend those reds with that. Then round 4, we're gonna try to force a second trip dart here with some blues. And we do just that, and then he's sending us constant pinks, so instead of upgrading our mortar, as most people would do, it's better just to spam Cobras and get those up to wired funds. So it acts as defense and farms at the same time. Against packed greens, we just need a faster shooting mortar, and that will handle everything on this map, so that's definitely solid. We're greeting pretty well here. And then against his blacks, we have 5 wired funds up with our mortar, and that handles pretty well. We leak a little bit, but nothing too bad. But he's just going to constant send blacks, try to dwindle down our life count, so not a bad play, but honestly, I think going passive BIA is the play against Cobra on this map, so looks like he's going mixed eco, kind of how the same he did on offside. We force that spolt round 8 with some yellows. He continues his black send. Again, I'm not getting up that Bernie stuff, I don't need it. I can just spam some wired funds and I will be able to handle everything. So round 10, I knew he was going to send me some camo leads, so I just go for the Bernie stuff immediately. And you want to place your Bernie stuff at the very start of the track, so then your Cobras don't mess up their targeting, and then the Cobras can handle the regrow leads that way. Then round 11, I get my cannon up, getting ready for a white rush if he does send me one. Looks like he doesn't. I sent him a white rush, but that rush was pretty terrible, to be honest. I didn't have near enough money to force anything. So yeah, and then we just farm on with our Cobras. He sends us some camel ledge, just forcing the camel detection. Nothing you guys haven't seen before. Then he sends us some zebras and blacks. That just forces the cluster bomb. We boost a zebra rush at him, but we only had $600 to rush him, so that forces nothing. Definitely another dumb rush, but our eco's still solid, and we have a lot of Cobra farms down. While he only has one plantation, he does have a lot of eco, but you need the selling power of the farms alongside of it. So we'll see how he does against adjustments soon. Again, we target our mortar down here. You want your mortar targeted at the front against regrow leads and such. So then your Cobras will target all of the black layers and not the lead layers. So he goes for round 16 rush. We do the same. His rush does not force a boost or anything. And ours does force a boost. That's solid. And so what we do here is we actually offensive pushed a Moab. Which, because he's off of a boost. He sees that coming, so he spikes it and is able to clean up with his ODS, and he boosts late, so that's definitely really good. We got a second boost out of him and pretty much his whole life count. He leaked down to 7 from like 150. That was pretty crazy. So now he's going to struggle a lot to adjustment because of that low life count. We send him another Moab. Knowing that he has low lives, he's gonna definitely have to use a fan club here and not really try to ODS micro this Moab. We send some leads behind. These leads are also really pesky on this map, so he ends up fan clubbing. Some AI leads come in as well and boosting. So that's his last boost already used on round 19. So he's in a really bad spot now. He doesn't have any farms to sell. So I'm kind of getting ready for a all out from him. So that's why I kind of placed down a 0-0 mortar. And then we continue our adjustment. Now we got double AI and synth leads. It gets really, really spooky for him, and he ends up going down. So that is game 3. I'll catch you guys in his second losing map. Alright, his second losing map looks like it's Blastopopulous. Interesting map choice. I'm guessing he's running a DFA. He is a DFA player. We're going Dartling Bomb. Start with an anti-stall real quick for the buddies. And yeah. And he pulls out the dart, so as expected, and goes for his farm. So we're going to go for a passive eco start, just 254. Hopefully get one banana on round 2 here. And we do just that. He's going for another hefty eco. I guess he really likes going mixed eco type gameplay, but I don't think that's necessarily that good in lots of circumstances. I think going passive is better. We send him some pinks here just to force that second dart. He's still sending blues. It's not going to do anything into a powerful darts, so I don't think it's a smart rush if it's not forcing defense for the most part. And then we're just farming on here. We go for another farm even though he's sending us greens. The reason being, we're going to get our cannon up still quick enough anyways, and it's at the back of the map, so we'll be able to catch up on the balloons. We send him some blacks, round 7, force that second trip dart. And we're handling his rush pretty easily, and we go for our second plantation, so we're farming really well right now. He sends us a yellow rush. We get up our frag bombs. We kind of don't want to get a cluster here, but he ends up sending just enough to force our cluster, so good play from him. We send him some yellows, force his sport, and now we're just going to farm on. Send him a set of leads, just to force that juggernaut. Pretty standard stuff. He's sending us leads. I don't really know why. Kind of just a waste of money in my opinion if it's not forcing any defense, but you do you, I guess. Then round 12, we start to get up our second dartling. I think this is the best second dartling spot. I'm not exactly sure. So yeah. Dartling Bomb isn't too good on this map because there's lots of area where the regrow leads can regrow, but it's decent. And It's either Dartling Bomb or Boat Farm Mortar. So yeah. Boat Farm Mortar is also decent on this map as well, but you just have to play extremely aggro. So here we're getting our 5th farm up, and we're on track to get around 15 BIA. But it's gonna be really, really risky if he rushes us. So he rushes us at the end of round 15. We still end up going for the BIA. This is a really ballsy play. Biggest balls on the planet on this guy right here. And we get our BIA up, but look at this rush that he's sending us. It's really hefty. We get up we boost and get up a 3rd Dartling, but these Camel Ceramics that he's sending are going to be deadly. We leak down to 35. There's Ceramics coming. Can we defend this? 27. And we end up defending that, but now he's got another rush coming. We cash out our BIA once again. We get up an Impact. This will be able to handle all of the normal balloons pretty much. And then he sends a Camel Ceramic. So what we do is we sell the Impact, upgrade our Dartlings. We leak down to 4 lives. Oh my gosh, it's so close. And we end up defending that. So yeah. He sends some more leads here, but the game is basically lost for him at this point. He didn't force me to sell my BIA, and he's got 1 plantation down. So yeah, I think he ends up surrendering here. So that's pretty much the end. At the start, this was actually supposed to be a best of 7 series, fun fact. But after we're up 3-1, I guess he just had enough of me and ended it there. So yeah, well, GG's though to Adogs. He also said he wasn't trying at the end of this series as an excuse for losing, I guess, but it was still good games. He's a really good dart player, so respect to him. He does have a YouTube channel. I'll link his channel down in the description below if you want to check Adogs out. And that is it for now. Also, thank you guys for 300 subscribers. Pretty cool stuff. And if you want to 1v1 me, you can message me on Discord, but I have a lot of people who currently want to play best of 5s and stuff, so not exactly sure if I'd be able to play you, but just to let you guys know. And that's it. Peace out, everybody.